More developments in the $2 trillion COVID relief plan. How soon the final bill could be passed. Michigan not meeting COVID-19 vaccine goals. How the new variant impacts their efforts. And stay on your trail. A strong message to Northland snowmobile drivers.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kendall Jarbo. Kristen and Tony are off tonight. Thanks for joining us. Congressional Democrats are moving forward with a plan to bypass Republican support for President Biden's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief plan. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she wants the final bill passed within 2 weeks. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
President Biden signaled Friday he's willing to go it alone without Republican support to get his $1.9 trillion COVID relief plan passed.
I'm going to act. I'm going to act fast.
Referencing the latest jobs report, the president says the economy is still in trouble and argues the counterproposal offered by Senate Republicans doesn't go far enough at about a third of the price of the president's plan.
We're being asked to spend another $1.9 trillion to deal with the coronavirus pandemic, and yet we have no idea how much of the $900 billion that we just enacted 5.5 weeks ago has gone out the door.
Middle-class folks need help, but you don't need to get any help to someone making $300,000 or $250,000.
In his first television interview since being sworn in, the president tells CBS Evening News anchor Norah O'Donnell that he's willing to compromise on who receives $1,400 stimulus checks and on his plan for a $15 minimum wage.
I'm prepared, as President of the United States, on a separate negotiation on minimum wage to work my way up from what it is now.
Meanwhile, the administration continues its push to ramp up vaccinations. In New York, the legendary Yankee Stadium has turned into a mass vaccination site that will serve Bronx residents only.
The Bronx has been disproportionately affected by the pandemic, and so we have to go where the need is.
And heading into Super Bowl Sunday, federal health officials are urging Americans to avoid parties.
There will be no loitering on Bourbon Street.
The mayor of New Orleans is ordering bars closed citywide starting next Friday through Mardi Gras Day on February 16th.
More than 7 million Americans have received both doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. Meanwhile, Wisconsin lawmakers passed a COVID-19 relief bill today, but Governor Tony Evers promised to veto it. Today's bill was the first passed by the legislature to address the coronavirus pandemic in 10 months. It's a Republican-backed measure Democrats say would do nothing to combat the virus or help reopen the state. Evers announced his plan to veto the bill moments after the Senate voted along party lines today, sending it to him. Evers called on the legislature to pass a version he can support. He had backed an earlier, more limited version, but Republicans added provisions he opposed. One of those would prohibit employers from requiring workers to get vaccinated. An investigation is underway after reports of gunfire tonight in the Lincoln Park neighborhood. This was the scene around 8:15 near 24th Avenue and West 3rd Street. Police were searching and investigating the area around a home. Still no word tonight whether anyone was hurt or taken into custody. We'll bring you any updates as they're made available. And now turn to your weather. Dave is here with the forecast. How's it going, Dave?
Well, not so bad despite the chill. Holding up, not sticking to one place yet.
There we go. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold, and it's going to get colder, and it's going to stay cold for the longest of time. So here are tonight's alerts. Our entire area is covered by a wind chill advisory. Actual air temps could go towards 20 below, and the feels-like temperatures will be in the 30 to 40 below range. Then for northern Minnesota, there's a wind chill watch until Tuesday. So tonight may not be the only night our region faces that wind chill advisory. And from yesterday's snow, it's still sticking around for parts of the UP, and folks there are facing a winter weather advisory for another inch of snow, perhaps until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So a lot of things to worry about if you're out and about tonight. Well, the clouds, they're being pushed away a little more rapidly than I thought. I thought we'd have a mostly cloudy sky here tonight, but it's looking more towards partly cloudy. But again, you take a look towards the Bayfield Peninsula, still some lake effect snow happening there. That again could spill into the UP as the night goes on. So our short-term forecast says tonight, Gets to about 15 below here in the Twin Ports. Tomorrow's high temp only 4 below. Again, day 2 of a 7-day long cold snap. Will it go longer than that? I'll give you the latest theories on which way the wind will blow and the cold will come in just a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Michigan state officials say at the current vaccination rate, they won't reach their goal of vaccinating 70% of people 16 and older by the end of the year. And with the B.1.1.7 variant now confirmed in Kalamazoo County, Callie Rainey explains why health officials want everyone to get the vaccine.
State and local health officials say the best way to beat these COVID-19 variants is to vaccinate people faster than they're spreading.
A person over the age of 80 is the first in Kalamazoo County to test positive for the new, more contagious variant of COVID-19. The county's medical director, Dr. William Nettleton, says the only person to test positive for the new strain in West Michigan has not traveled outside Kalamazoo County.
This person was obviously exposed by someone else, and likely that there is this variant that is already present in Kalamazoo County and perhaps even West Michigan.
Nettleton says the county is working on contact tracing.
We're isolating individuals who have COVID-19, and particularly those who have the variant strain.
Investigations into the new strains have yet to find any indication they're more severe than the primary strain of COVID-19, just more transmissible. That's why Nettleton says the concern is how quickly they could spread across the county, state, and country.
But when you think about it, when more people in an entire community get sick because it's more easily spread, well, then that increases the chance that more people will be hospitalized or suffer a severe consequence such as death.
Michigan's chief medical executive, Dr. Johnny Caldoun, says she expects more COVID-19 variants are likely on the way.
The more we vaccinate people, the less this virus will be able to spread from person to person and to have the opportunity to mutate.
Caldoun says vaccine shipments into the state have increased by about 20%. With the Biden administration and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine on the horizon, she anticipates more increases in shipments to come. If you are a frontline worker, St. Luke's Hospital wants you to join its federally funded COVID-19 study. It's called the Recover Study. St. Luke's is looking to add 100 frontline workers to the study. That includes teachers, school bus drivers, pretty much anyone who is working outside of their home. You have to be 18 years or older, have a smartphone, and do a nose swab weekly. The goal is to answer lingering coronavirus questions.
Who gets COVID? How many people are asymptomatic versus symptomatic? How many people were infected way back in the spring versus more recently? And how well does the vaccine protect people against infection? And how well...
You'll have to drop off the sample at any St. Luke's clinics in the area. Health officials are also asking people taking part to not be vaccinated, as many of the healthcare workers already in the study have been vaccinated. The Duluth NAACP and local health experts met today to discuss COVID-19's impact on African heritage communities. They conducted a survey earlier this year, asking those in the Black community their thoughts on the pandemic response, resources, and more. Through that survey, they found responders want more community engagement, diversity within health systems, and sources for credible information. A local doctor says getting that feedback from the community is key in helping disproportionately affected groups moving forward. With lots of options for winter sports, it can get crowded in the trails. While many of the trail systems in Minnesota are designated for specific activities, snowmobiles not staying in their lane make for some unhappy skiers. I spoke with a Duluth trail steward who says she's frustrated with the reckless damage and lack of enforcement. Eve Graves has been the trail steward at Magny Snively for the past 7 years. She says each year has its own set of challenges, and this winter, it's snowmobiles.
If you ride a snowmobile, stay on your own trails. You got lots of trails. Stay off the ski trails. Ski trails are only for skiing.
Graves says snowmobile damage on the ski trails is the worst it's ever been. People using the wrong trail is destructive and dangerous.
It wrecks it. You know, and skiers are either going to get hurt if it's a freeze thaw and the groomers don't come back out. Skiers are going to, they could get hurt.
Graves thinks the damage is intentional, but is grateful to members of the Snowmobile Club for doing what they can to help.
We're constantly improving and working on it and doing what we can to make it safe and fun for everybody.
Board member of the Hermantown Night Riders, Bart Porter, is a volunteer. He grooms trails and adds signs to keep people safe.
If it doesn't look like someone's road there, don't go. Stay on the trail. Stay on your ski trail. Stay on your snowmobile trail. Just be out there and be safe and have fun. We're all here to do that.
While some improvements have already been made, Graves says it's not enough.
Something needs to be done. There needs to be enforcement. The DNR needs to sit there, or the city needs to do something.
No matter the winter activity, they're asking everyone to stay on your trail. The Hermantown Night Riders are raising money to help cover the cost of new trail signs. They're looking for 12 sponsors. We have a link to where you can donate on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. The Minnesota DNR tells us they can't tell if snowmobile damage on ski trails is growing, but there are cases of it every year. And catching trespassers is a challenge. They want everyone to take personal responsibility in finding the right trail for their sport to avoid conflict. We reached out to the city of Duluth multiple times for comment. We haven't heard back. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, as the brutal cold temps sink in, the city of Duluth spent the day cleaning up. Find out why next.
Normal high temp this year, this time of year, 21 degrees above zero for the high, 3 above for the low. Temperatures like that will not be with us for the next week. It's going to be much colder than normal. We'll talk about the duration of that cold snap and any chances of snow that might try to sneak in coming up right after our break.
Join us weeknights. We're live at 5 as we go around the Northland city by city.
I've always liked video editing. When I was growing up, I'd made a lot of YouTube videos about hamsters, and I really love squids. I graduated from a really big high school, so coming to UWS, where it's a lot smaller, it allowed me to really find myself. More opportunities are there for me to explore and find out what I really want to do. One of my overarching dreams is to film and edit a documentary about marine biology. I would say that I am very happy here.
For working with individuals here, that's probably my favorite part because you get to hear their story and everything that they've been through.
Walk the mall, we go to movies, anything they want to do, it's all their choice, and it's always usually really
Join
fun.
our team of supportive and creative individuals. Visit trilliumservice.com or call today to set up an interview.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
This year's been just a huge year. We've had everything going on with the pandemic. It's hard to not have your heart go out to those people, the millions that have been impacted by that. That's why we do what we do, to try and keep people in the know. What's going on with this? When is it going to end? When's the vaccine going to be here? How is this impacting you? Where are resources to help you get through the pandemic and keep you and your family safe through all of this?
For coverage that matters most to you, tune to Live Local CBS 3.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show!
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
High temperatures today, nothing really to write home about, much cooler than normal. It's already started. In the wake of yesterday's snow system, the temperatures have tumbled. And the high temp in Orr, 1 whole degree above zero. Ely and International Falls flanking it at 3 above. 6 above was the top temp at the airport in Duluth. Moose Lake made it to 10, and so did Superior. 12 in Ashland, Hotspot, 15 Waters Meet. Memorize these temperatures because they may not appear again for another 8 days. The next 7 are going to be much colder than normal. This Arctic cold snap is with us, and it will linger. It is indeed part of the polar vortex. You know, that term's been overused since they came out with it a couple of years ago. A lot of people saying any old cold snap was the polar vortex, but this is the real deal, and it's going to stick around for quite a while. Current conditions at the airport in Duluth, now down to 1 below, 66% for the relative humidity. Northwest winds hitting 20 miles per hour, and that's why our region is facing that wind chill advisory overnight tonight, and even perhaps through Tuesday it may be extended because it's going to stay windy through the weekend and just plain old bitterly cold through Tuesday and beyond. Air pressure right now, 29.74 inches of mercury, and our current temperatures also tenuously clinging to above zero readings in places like Watersmead at 1 and Ironwood at 3, and northern Wisconsin running about 1 to 6. Cool spot, Solon Springs, warm spot, La Pointe. Getting into Minnesota, Moose Lake wobbling on the balance, on the teeter-totter there. Set to go below zero in just a matter of minutes and hours, perhaps. 1 above 2 Harbors, but 2 below towards Eveleth, and 4 below in Hibbing, 6 below International Falls. Air temps tonight for many Minnesotans away from the lake down towards 20 below. Wisconsinites and folks in Michigan about 12 below. A little bit warmer right by the lake. And again, batten down the hatches because this cold snap's going to last for about a week indeed. All right. Taking a look at the Doppler map, not much action going on precip-wise, although our departing storm system from yesterday still could keep up a little light snow going from the Bayfield Peninsula through the Upper Peninsula, but the rest of us should be slowly clearing and rapidly cooling here as the Arctic high pressure takes over to hold on to us for the whole week. Yeah, my model goes out to next Friday, and that shows that it's going to stay cold all the way through next Friday. Maybe by next Saturday, there's a chance that the high pressure system and the cold will withdraw, and that'll allow this bottlenecked low from the west to finally get towards the area, bring up temperatures, and bring us our next snow chance. Otherwise, it's going to be high pressure and dry conditions and chilly temperatures from now until then. Tonight, it's cool tonight in Minnesota. Overnight lows, like we mentioned, 20 below towards International Falls and 5 below right by the lake. A mostly cloudy sky likely will be on top of the situation and spill into Wisconsin and Michigan, though the clouds could kick out some light snows like we mentioned along the South Shore and into the UP. 10 to 12 below there. And of course, those are actual air temperatures. The wind chill factor might be going towards 30, 40 below. Tomorrow's highs, Wisconsin, Michigan's 2 below to 1 above. Much cooler than normal. Partly sunny for Wisconsin, a little more light snow for the UP. Minnesota, partly sunny with 10 below for a high near International Falls, and maybe 4 above right by the lake. Everyone go visit the lake. It'll be the hot spot. Here's the extended forecast for the week ahead, and as I've been hammering home, it's going to be cold enough perhaps to hammer nails with bananas, which I've seen happen back when Tower set the record at 60 below. Some fella pounded a nail into a piece of wood using a banana. At about 25 below for many mornings here, we could probably do that again. Of course, if you don't like it this cold, we can hope, Kendall, that next Saturday will finally warm up at least closer to normal.
Holding out for next Saturday, Dave, thank you. Well, old pipes and those cold temperatures Dave was just describing combined to make a watery mess in Duluth today. Late this afternoon, they were working to repair 2. This one in the Piedmont Heights neighborhood and another in Lester Park. And then this evening, a 3rd call came in for repairs in the Chester Park neighborhood. City reps say most of the pipes are 50 years old and have become brittle over time. Freeze-thaw cycles can cause them to crack as the ground moves. They ask everyone to keep an eye out for the signs of another break.
If you see water bubbling up or gushing from the street, please call us and report it anytime. At this point, we just ask for patience until we get this main fixed and water back online.
At last check, crews were still working to repair the water main breaks. Water has been turned off in those areas today. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, many of us can't imagine living through another pandemic, but that's a reality for one Northlander. Her story is coming up next.
CBS3 Live Cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Nick Bolton here to tell you about the newest tack-light innovation, the Bell & Howell Tack Pen. We made a tack light the size of a pen, visible up to 2 nautical miles away, has a disorienting defensive strobe, zooms in to focus its beam wherever you want, and won't quit even in the most bitter cold or extreme heat. And yes, it survived getting run over by my Humvee. Clips to your pockets so you can take it anywhere, can help you make quick repairs or break a window in an emergency. It even functions like a regular pen. There's just nothing like it on the market today.
Act now to get your Bell & Howell Tack Pen for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. Like all of our tactical products, it features genuine Bell & Howell craftsmanship, backed by our 10-year warranty. While supplies last, you can get a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Get yours today.
To order, call 1-800-363-5604 or go to buytackpen.com. That's 1-800-363-5604, or you can order online at buytackpen.com.
Attention oxygen therapy users.
I was on oxygen tanks, and I couldn't go anywhere and do much of anything. I didn't dare go far.
It's time to reclaim your independence with an Inogen 1 oxygen concentrator.
I got my life back. I really love my Inogen.
Inogen makes its own oxygen from the air around you, so you'll never worry about running out of oxygen again.
Do I think Inogen is worth the money? It's worth every single penny of it.
Call now for your free information kit. This is an emergency. And so is this. Introducing an all-new, expanded, and innovative emergency department, providing exceptional care that's focused on you. No matter what your emergency is, we're ready. St. Luke's, in case of emergency.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS3. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association.
Northwest Outlet is your ARE truck topper headquarters.
Don't let the weather ruin your day.
Covered by a winter storm watch.
Dave Anderson, Caitlin Moffat, and Peter Kavitkauskas. The CBS3 weather team, tracking more than just severe storms. Dave
At 105 years old, Martha Westland from Grand Lake has been through her share of world history. Now, that includes surviving 2 global pandemics. Today, Westland got her first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine at Cloquet's Community Memorial Hospital. The hospital approached her about getting the vaccine. Westland says she was very excited to get the vaccine and hopes others will too when they're able.
I was happy because I think it's a good thing. You know, our world is a little bit in bad condition, but it'll help all of us.
Westland has been home quarantining during the pandemic and is looking forward to getting her second dose so she can see more of her family. If you're thinking about hosting a Super Bowl party this weekend, think again. That's the message from Minnesota state health officials. They say even though the state's coronavirus numbers are improving, it's still not the year to have a big party. The Department of Health director says fans who ignore the advice and gather on Sunday anyway should at least wear a mask and practice social distancing. She also discourages people from sharing traditional game day food. And ahead in sports, the UMD men's hockey team looked to continue their winning streak against Miami. Plus, it was the home opener for the UW Superior. Highlights coming up next.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Mount Royal Market has express online shopping. Shop online and select your items. Your personal shopper carefully gathers everything on your list. Schedule your pickup and we deliver right to your car. Express online shopping from Mount Royal Market. Let us take care of you.
It is the question that matters the most. That takes you behind the story.
Robert.
It is the question. And without it, our purpose
That's news.
and our freedom fade. This is why.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me to understand how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
It is the question that matters the most, that takes you behind the story.
There is some positive breaking news.
It drives everything we do. It is the foundation of trust and the truth that propels us forward.
What did you make of that?
It is the question. One word, 3 letters long. And without it, our purpose...
Did the President of the United States incite all of this?
And our freedom fade. This is why.
Hi, I'm Ron Gardenhire, longtime Twins manager. I have retired from baseball, but I won't retire from the fight against ALS till we find a cure. Because of COVID, this year we will be having a virtual Blackwoods Blizzard Tour banquet. So please join me on Saturday, February 6th at 6:30 p.m. for the virtual banquet program, live in Duluth, Minnesota. To join me, go to blackwoodsblizzardtour.com.
UMD is a perfect 4-0 against their opponent tonight. That would be the Miami of Ohio Redhawks, who are meeting up with the Bulldogs for the second consecutive weekend. This time, it's at Amsoil Arena here in Duluth. Just over 9 minutes in, the Bulldogs strike first when Jackson Cates sets up former Hawk Blake Biondi out front, and bang, UMD is in front 1-0. A little over a minute later, we've got another goal. This time it's from Kobe Roth as he receives the pass backdoor from Cates. 2-goal lead for UMD, still in the first. That's right, Cole Koepke with the tough angle shot. The limited student section is loving the start as UMD would take a 4-goal lead into the break. Koepke wasn't done second period, already with 2 goals. He makes it a hat trick as he puts home the rebound to make it a 7-goal lead. UMD keeps it rolling with the 8-1 win.
Overall, a good team win. It was nice to put up some goals for the team. We've kind of been working on our offense a lot, so it's nice to see that work pay off. But they're a good team, and they're just going to come back hard tomorrow. So for us, we just have to kind of flush this and get ready for a hard competitive game tomorrow.
Unfortunately, again, we got the first goal and made them play from behind, and we built on that. And tomorrow's going to have to be a better game.
Home opener for the UWS men's hockey team tonight, hosting Northland College. This game was also a goal fest, something in the air here in the Twin Ports. Maybe it's just the cold. Anyways, Arthur Turkiev 1-0 Jackets. Less than a minute later, they strike again. Colton Bates redirects one in just a few minutes in. UWS makes it 2-0, and they just kept getting to those high percentage areas. When you get chances like these, good things are going to happen. Ty Profit puts it in their 3rd goal. Northland did get on the board, though. We have to show this one. Cameron Couture between the legs and scores falling down. But this one was all Jackets. Bates waltzes into the zone and gets his 2nd of the night. Jackets take their home opener 7-1. Hard to believe, but tonight marked the start of the final home regular season series for the UMD men's basketball team. Bulldogs trying to get back in the win column against Minnesota Crookston. Close contest after one. Bulldogs down 2 to start the second. Austin Andrews gets it down low, and watch the big man go to work. He lays it in. Tie game at 36. Moments later, Andrews once again on the block. He draws the double team. That allows Charlie Katona to cut to the hoop for the slam. UMD now in front, a team high 26 points on the night for him. UMD finally snaps the losing skid 81 to 65. In the NBA, Bucks aiming for their third straight win in Cleveland. First quarter, Bucks trailing by 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo dishes it to Drew Holiday out in transition, who finishes with the right-handed layup. 2-point game to the second, still a close contest. Giannis this time with the lay-in, making it a 1-point game. Bucks come from behind 123 to 105. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves on a 2-game skid in OKC to face the Thunder. Second quarter, Malik Beasley with a little back and forth action. Eventually, he pulls up and hits the tough 3. Wolves up 5. It would go down to the very last second. D'Angelo Russell with ice in his veins. A 3-pointer at the top of the key. Timberwolves win a close one, 106 to 103. Now that's all for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Don't avoid care during COVID-19. Ask your doctor how to stay heart healthy.
Winter's best deals are at your local Northland Ford dealer, where you can get up to $4,000 total cash on a new Ford Escape. Warm up behind the wheel of an Explorer with up to $5,000 total cash. Or start up a stylish Edge with up to $6,000 total cash. Save big today on a new Ford SUV featuring available heated front seats and the tech to start your engine right from your phone. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Menards has the flooring you need to give your home a fresh look. Check out our great selection of Shaw flooring. Durable laminate flooring can be installed over most floors. Repel Cumberland laminate flooring is water resistant, making it perfect for living rooms and entryways. It's available in 3 unique wood grain finishes to match any decor. It's only $2.19 a square foot. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Angie's Closet is a consignment boutique that carries designer brand women's clothing and accessories in all shapes, sizes, and styles that are friendly on your wallet. Come let Angie and her team style you from head to toe in an outfit that is just your style. We feature fashionable accessories, locally made candles, and more. We are honored to have been voted the best consignment store in the Northland for 2020. Angie's Closet appreciates you shopping local. Shop in-store, online, or curbside pickup. Tower Avenue, Superior.
The final Sunday of football is the biggest of them all. An epic matchup between the kid who's changing the game and the legendary quarterback. Mahomes and the defending champion Chiefs against Brady and the Bucks. Super Bowl 55, Sunday on CBS.
Then watch your local news with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Mack, Dave Anderson, and Kelly Hinsett on live local CBS3.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide. Downtown Duluth.
The mayor of Tampa, Florida, is joking the city could change its name if its hometown team wins the Super Bowl. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs for the big game this Sunday. And Mayor Jane Castor joked with ESPN that she may change the city's name to Tampa Bay. That would be in honor of the team's star quarterback, Tom Brady. But the caveat is the Buccaneers would have to come out on top on Sunday and bring the Lombardi Trophy to Tampa. To keep the joke going, the mayor threw in another incentive, a Tom Brady Day, which would be celebrated if Tampa wins, the Tampa team wins. So, I don't know, name change possibly for Tampa?
Now, that would be a clever name change, all right.
I think
hats
so.
off to all the Toms around our area. They can take part in that celebration
Definitely.
as well. And we're all going to be forced to take part in our week-long cold snap. No two ways about it. Arctic air is here, and it will persist. Tomorrow's daytime high 4 below. Come Sunday, 20 below, then 25 below by Monday morning. And those low temps you see on that map are for the Twin Ports, where it should be warmer by the lake. It'll be even colder inland. So this is a great week to stay bundled up and take care of the animals as well.
We'll stay bundled up for sure. Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much for joining us on CBS 3. Have a great night.